Have you ever been caught off guard by someone's disbelief when you reveal your age? Maybe they lean in, wide-eyed, insisting, "You can't possibly be that old." It happens at the coffee shop, during a family reunion, or in a fleeting exchange with a stranger who pegs you years, sometimes a full decade, younger than reality. Initially, you might chalk it up to a kind compliment, a nod to your clear skin or lively step. But what if I told you that looking younger isn't just a stroke of genetic fortune or the result of a meticulous skincare regimen? What if it's a window into something far richer, something etched into your psychology, your habits, and the way you dance with life's highs and lows? People who seem untouched by time often share subtle, powerful traits, qualities that lie beneath the surface, quietly shaping not just their appearance but their entire existence. These aren't fleeting hacks, they're deep-seated principles, many of which echo the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, a school of thought that prizes resilience, reason, and inner harmony. Today, I'll unveil 8 hidden reasons why you might defy the calendar. If you've ever been told you look younger than your age, these could be the threads weaving your youthful tapestry. And if you haven't, don't walk away. These insights might light the path to a life that's not just longer, but fuller. Imagine this. The next time someone marvels at your agelessness, you'll know it's not just your face they're seeing. It's the strength of your spirit breaking through. Let's begin. 1. You have an unbreakable spirit. Picture 2 souls standing at life's crossroads, each battered by the same relentless gales. Heartbreak that cuts deep, financial collapse that tests resolve, betrayals that sting, or losses that leave echoes. One bears the marks visibly. Their face is a canvas of worry lines, their eyes dulled by surrender, their shoulders slumped as if gravity itself has won. The other, though equally scarred, stands tall, skin vibrant, gaze steady, presence unshaken. What sets them apart? An unbreakable spirit. Your mind is a sculptor, molding your body in ways you might not suspect. Stress, anxiety, and unresolved pain don't just haunt your thoughts. They creep into your flesh, etching creases, dimming your glow, and sapping your strength. Think of those who seem to age overnight. You've met them. People whose faces tell tales of every burden they've refused to release. They replay failures in an endless loop, cradle grudges like treasures, and drown in a sea of should-haves. This mental chaos isn't silent. It triggers a flood of cortisol, the stress hormone that gnaws at collagen, dulls complexions, and leaves exhaustion in its wake. Science nods in agreement. Chronic stress speeds up cellular aging, turning emotional weight into physical years. But then there are those who defy this fate. Life doesn't spare them, it never does. But they refuse to let it own them. They stumble, grieve, then rise again, brushing off the dust with a quiet resolve. This resilience is Stoic to its core. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. These individuals don't dodge pain. They meet it head-on, process it, and let it slip away rather than letting it carve permanent grooves. Their reward? A vibrancy that time struggles to touch, skin that holds its elasticity, eyes that sparkle with life, and energy that hums with defiance. If people say you look younger, ask yourself, do you bend without breaking? Do you laugh through adversity instead of crumbling? If so, you've unlocked a secret, not just to youth but to a life well lived. And if this strength eludes you, it's not too late. Release what you can't control, draw power from your trials, and deny life the chance to mark you. The storms will rage, but you decide their legacy. 2. You embrace change instead of fearing it. Imagine 2 old friends sharing a meal. One, in their late 50s, slouches over their plate, voice heavy with nostalgia as they mourn the good old days, their face creased with resistance to a world that's moved on. The other, same age, sits upright, eyes alight as they describe a new skill they're mastering or a trip they're plotting, energy pulsing like someone half their years. What's the divide? Their relationship with change. Those who appear ageless have grasped a vital truth. Embracing life's shifts keeps you young, while fearing them ages you faster than any wrinkle cream can counter. Stubbornness is a stealthy saboteur. When people dig their heels in, clinging to outdated routines, shunning new technology, or resisting shifts in relationships, they build a prison of stress and frustration. Their minds calcify, their habits ossify, and their bodies follow suit. You see it in their tightened jaws, their stiff movements, the weary air of someone battling an unstoppable tide. This fight against the inevitable doesn't just tire the soul, it leaves physical traces, deepening lines and draining vitality. Over time, resistance becomes a weight they wear, visible to all. Now picture those who defy their birth year. They don't see change as a loss, they see it as a spark. Instead of retreating into yesterday, they lean into tomorrow, learning to code in their 60s, dancing at a party when others sit, asking why not, when the world expects I'm too old. This adaptability is pure Stoic wisdom. Seneca wrote, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. By moving with life's currents, they stay unburdened, their spirits free, their bodies unmarked by the tension of defiance." Science echoes this. Embracing new experiences sharpens cognition, strengthens health, and preserves youth at a cellular level. Their glow is unmistakable, a softness in their features, a lightness in their step, a refusal to let regret stiffen them. If you've been told you look younger, it might be because you're this way. Open to evolution, unafraid of the unknown. Do you greet change with curiosity or cling to what was? Your answer might hold the key to how time paints you, not just in your mind, but in the mirror. 3. Your mind is always curious. Envision a gathering of friends. One, nearing 60, captivates the room. Eyes wide with wonder, hands waving as they unpack a theory they stumbled across or a skill they're tackling. Another, same age, sits muted in the corner, gaze vacant, words sparse, as if life's mysteries no longer beckon. The first brims with youth, the second fades before your eyes. What's the difference? Curiosity. Youth isn't just a matter of smooth skin or strong bones, it's born in the mind. The instant you stop asking questions, stop exploring, and let life shrink into a repetitive hum, you begin aging in ways no elixir can reverse. A dormant mind dulls everything. Think of those who've surrendered to monotony. Same job, same route, same grumbles day after day. Their spark fades, and it's visible. Posture sagging, eyes clouded, voices flat as if the world has nothing left to offer. They're not living. They're drifting, waiting for time to claim them. But the curious, they're ageless. They're the ones picking up a paintbrush at 50, probing a stranger's story at a bus stop, or diving into a book on astronomy just because. Their minds buzz with possibility, and their bodies mirror that vitality. Alert, engaged, electric. Stoicism champions this hunger. Epictetus taught, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Curiosity keeps the brain nimble, staving off decline, and science agrees. Mental engagement slows aging, preserving not just memory but vigor. More than that, it shifts your aura. Curious people radiate, eyes bright with discovery, faces animated with each new aha, energy that pulls others in. They don't see life as a countdown, they see it as an endless canvas of what's next. If people say you look younger, reflect. Are you still chasing why? Do you seek growth over comfort? If so, you've tapped a fountain of youth, not in a jar, but in your head. If that flame flickers, rekindle it. Ask, explore, learn. Keep your mind alive and time will lag behind. 4. You express your emotions freely. Picture two colleagues after a grueling week. One sits rigid, jaw locked, stuffing down their frustration until it simmers beneath a brittle mask. The other exhales deeply, cracks a wry smile at the chaos, or lets a tear fall before shaking it off. Fast forward a decade. The first looks weathered, lines etched deep, eyes shadowed by years of silence. The second still carries a softness, a brightness that defies their age. What's the secret? Emotional expression. Feelings aren't meant to be buried. When you cage them, be it rage, sorrow, or joy, you brew a tension that seeps into your bones. Suppressed emotions are a creeping venom. Imagine someone who swallows every hurt, mutes every laugh, and hides every tear. Over time, this pressure builds, flooding their system with cortisol that erodes skin, saps energy, and weakens resilience. Their face becomes a testament to unspoken battles, tightened muscles, furrowed brows, a weight that ages them beyond their years. Studies confirm this. Bottling feelings accelerates physical decline, marking both body and spirit. But those who seem younger? They let it flow. When joy hits, their laughter rings out. When pain strikes, they weep, speak, release. They're emotionally raw, and it keeps them light. Stoicism might seem at odds here, known for calm amid chaos, but it's not about suppression. The Stoics felt deeply, then mastered those feelings, letting them pass rather than fester. This aligns with release over repression, and science backs it. Emotional honesty lowers stress, boosts health, and preserves youth. If you've been told you look younger, it might be because you don't let emotions rot inside. You laugh freely, cry when it's time, speak your heart. That freedom isn't just relief, it's a shield against time. Emotions are a tide. Hold them back, and they drown you in age. Let them roll, and they lift you to a lighter, younger shore. 5. You surround yourself with positive energy. Have you ever left a chat feeling hollow, as if the other person's gloom drained your very essence? Or walked away from a friend's infectious grin, buzzing with life? Energy spreads like wildfire, positive or negative, and it shapes more than your day. It sculpts your youth. Spend your hours with naysayers, complainers, or those who sap your spirit, and it takes a toll. Stress spikes, your body tightens, and over time, that darkness settles into your being. You've seen it. People who look far older, faces etched with perpetual scowls, frames bowed by the company they keep. Then there are those who shine, no matter their years, a warmth that defies logic until you glimpse their world. They choose their tribe with care. Companions who inspire, who trade laughter for gripes, who fuel rather than drain. They've learned negativity is a slow poison and shield their peace from it. This isn't whimsy. Science shows positive connections cut stress hormones, ease inflammation, and slow aging down to your DNA. Laughter, kinship, and upliftment aren't just balm for the soul. They're bricks in a younger you. Think of it as light versus shade. Linger in pessimism's shadow and you'll fade. Bask in positivity's glow and you'll bloom. If people say you look younger, it might be because you've built this sanctuary, surrounding yourself with energy that lifts. Who fills your days? Are they kindling your fire or dousing it? You can't rewrite others, but you can choose who stays close. Pick wisely, and your body will wear that choice, not just in years, but in the radiance you carry. 6. You live with passion and purpose. Close your eyes and see two neighbors. One trudges through life, face blank, voice a drone, as if they're just counting down the clock. The other strides out each morning, eyes aflame, eager to chase a goal or savor a joy. The first looks older than their birth year. The second, younger than you'd dream. What's the divide? Passion and purpose. Without a flame to warm your days, life turns cold, and that chill doesn't just numb your spirit, it drags your body into the frost. A purposeless life is a fading ember. Picture those who've lost their why, waking to dread, drifting through routines, uninspired and unmoored. Their light dims, and it shows. Gaze is vacant, steps heavy, a presence that's more ghost than human. But the passionate? They're alive. They rise with a mission, be it art, family, a cause, or a quiet craft, and that drive courses through them. It's not about fame, it's about meaning. Their zeal animates their smiles, steadies their stride, electrifies their air. Science nods, purpose cuts stress, pumps dopamine and serotonin, happiness chemicals that keep you glowing, and even stretches lifespan. Seneca warned, while we are postponing, life speeds by. Those who grab it, who live for something, carry a vitality time can't steal. If you've been told you look younger, It might be because you found your spark. Are you thriving or just surviving? If that fire's out, seek it. A dream, a task, a love. Passion isn't a luxury, it's your youth's heartbeat. 7. You let go of the past. Have you ever met someone whose face whispers of yesterday? Eyes distant, lips pursed, as if they're still wrestling ghosts long gone. Then there's the soul who feels weightless, vibrant, their youth a puzzle until you see they've let go. Clinging to the past, regrets, grudges, guilt is like hauling a chain. It drags your mind, sure, but also your body, flooding you with stress, spiking cortisol, etching age into your skin. Those who grip old pain look worn, not by years but by memory's unrelenting pull. But the ageless, they've cut the cord. They don't erase the past, they release it, choosing growth over grief, freedom over fetters. Marcus Aurelius said, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." This isn't denial, it's liberation. Studies show forgiveness and mindfulness ease stress, fortify immunity, and guard youth. When you let go, your body unwinds, tension fades, features soften, radiance returns. If you look younger, it might be because you've shed that load. What still tethers you? Drop it and feel time's grip loosen. 8. You practice gratitude daily. Imagine two people watching the same sunset. One grumbles about the day's flaws, the late bus, the spilled coffee, the unfinished task, face tight with discontent. The other pauses, breathes, and smiles at the colors, thankful for the moment, the air, the chance to see it. Years later, the first looks haggard, worn by complaints. The second glows, youth intact. What's the key? Gratitude. Those who seem younger often weave this quiet habit into their lives, focusing on what's good rather than what's lacking, and it shows. Gratitude isn't just a warm feeling, it's a shield. Dwelling on life's imperfections breeds resentment, a slow acid that erodes peace and accelerates aging. Studies reveal that chronic negativity ramps up stress hormones, dulling skin, sapping energy, and carving lines of frustration. But gratitude flips the script. By savoring the small wins, a kind word, a warm meal, a breath of fresh air, you rewire your mind to see abundance, not scarcity. This shift lowers cortisol, boosts serotonin, and keeps your body humming with vitality. Science backs it. Grateful people report better health, stronger immunity, and even slower aging. Stoicism embraces this too. Epictetus urged us to focus on what's in our control and accept the rest with grace, saying, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." Gratitude anchors you in the now, freeing you from the weight of if only. Those who practice it daily carry a lightness, eyes that sparkle with appreciation, smiles that linger, and air that defies time's pull. If people say you look younger, it might be because you've honed this art. Do you count blessings or curses? Start today. Note 3 things you're thankful for each night. It's not just a habit, it's a youth-preserving alchemy. Final thoughts. There you have it, 8 hidden reasons why you might outrun time's shadow. It's not mere luck or DNA. It's a life forged by an unbreakable spirit, adaptability, curiosity, emotional freedom, positive energy, purpose, release, and gratitude. Steeped in Stoic wisdom, these aren't just tricks to look younger, they're keys to a richer existence. What's the wildest age guess someone's thrown your way? Drop it below, I'd love your story. And if youth feels out of reach, begin here. Time marches on, but your spirit and your face can march to a brighter tune.